got one guy going boom, the other guy going whack, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
Alright, we are live. Hello everyone, good to see you. Happy Sunday to all of you. Hope you all had a great weekend here. I'm bringing up my chat at this moment, so give me 1 minute here. But happy to have you guys here. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Hello, Boff, Boral Fart, Amy Licious. Hello, hello. Good to see you both. How you all doing? Happy Sunday to all of you. Amy is the first one here. Congratulations. Good to see you all here. Jake, hugs to you all. I'm good. I'm here and enjoying time with my parents. Well, I hope your parents are doing okay. Good to see you. Hopefully you all had a great weekend. N.O.R.A.'s been busy this weekend. But I'm here. I'm alive and I'm well. I got a busy day tomorrow as well, so gonna play a little bit of football tonight. I know, not everybody's favorite stream, but hey, it's football. So we got the Lions versus the Eagles tonight. Let's see here, where are you at? Joseph Grill, hello. How you doing? Okay. Oh, I hope it was a good stream. You know what? I don't think I might have messed up. I might have messed it up. It's okay. N.O.R.A.'s live as well. I may have to start this game over with. I sometimes do this.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in...
Nope, we're good. No, you know what? I'll just restart it. There. Oh. It's alright. It's alright. Joseph, when are you gonna stream? You should stream. What doesn't let go? I stream on my console. And she uses her PC.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hello, Camp Crystal Lake. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And
you should be able to stream on PS5.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
I know, you just love football. I know you do.
The guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension
but you guys want me to stream, so I'm going to stream.
Strong back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him.
I know you guys missed me. I missed all of you. Well, let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more Sunday night games of 2020. Well, let's see here. Hold on. So we got minus today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Many different ways to
6,
create space,
7,
but on
8
that
more
play,
games.
He did it with that big wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of
We are
yardage
on
the
week
play, but it
11,
did what it was supposed
Detroit
to.
at Philadelphia.
Ball up to the 35
So,
now as they
we're
come
almost
up on
done.
1st and 10.
Once this is done, I'll probably take a little break. But once the NFL season starts up in fall, I'll be doing this again.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
If you guys have any other suggestions, you know, they're always welcome. I know you're just giving me a hard time.
Territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison.
You'll be back tomorrow. Okay.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a run with Montgomery, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think?
I'm definitely think of it. I'll think of something, guys. Don't worry.
We've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Dude, plays are done.
Second and 6 now from the 24. Once again, it's Swift.
Like Taylor Swift.
To about the 27-yard line. Still a couple yards short.
Got your car fixed. Still got 2 more things to do. Oh boy.
For the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
Driver belt and oil leaks. I'll get
3 plays, all 3 short
left
runs,
the car. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm actually kind of tired today.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
I thought about taking the night off, but once again, you guys are like, no, Nora, you stream. I'm like, okay, I'll stream. I know I'm always streaming, but hey, I enjoy it.
Able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He's going deep for
all the way home. Let's go.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 65 yards. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. That time, a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Hello, Adam. How you doing?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall
Tuesday,
drive.
I'm going to make up for the Fortnite stream.
Hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away.
Saturday was a really busy day for me.
Off of the end zone.
And by the time I got home, I was too tired. So we'll make up for Fortnite on Tuesday, Chapter 7, Season 3 will start Tuesday for me. You know, we're at least 3 days in, but it's nice to get the bugs worked out. You know, hopefully all the bugs and kinks and all that fun stuff has been fixed. So, I think Chapter 7, Season 3 is going to be a short season. I believe it's supposed to end August 20th. So we won't be very long from what I'm hearing. But I'm hearing the OG. But yeah, I'm seeing some stuff.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he stopped behind the line. This defense not budging, back-to-back carries,
especially in reload.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. That's taken on the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Oh, what are you doing?
Pressure too strong. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Catch the ball. What are you doing?
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack.
I had it right. Just forgot to do one thing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out Out of the gun. Goff. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Let me roll
on the jet
in.
sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That's complete to Laporta. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 3. Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner, look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Hey, Amy, can you send me your snack commands?
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
I'm snacking on Fritos right now.
We saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series.
Thank you, Amy. Appreciate you.
Is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Okay.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4.
Give your parents some hugs from N.O.R.A.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by
Hope they're doing well.
Possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
I got tipped.
But you're right
It
about
got
that.
tipped.
He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
They'll try it now with Swift.
Nope. Darn it.
Close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Goff now to throw. There's Laporta, and he's got it. Touchdown, Lions. From 19 yards away. And the Lions have taken the lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take
So what's everyone doing this weekend? Anything fun?
If you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Hurts going to keep it on the draw. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Supposed to get warm all this week.
Most of the time when
we had some storms roll through here on Saturday, but it wasn't too bad.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Come on.
That will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and
let
brings
it go.
Up 4th down.
Let it
They
go.
were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Okay, we're punting the ball from that one.
To go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. Goff now looking to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, it's gone. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Second down and 6 now. Goff throwing again. Finding Williams once more, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's
so
doing
who's
that
all
kind of
still
work,
here?
it really hurts you on the back
Anybody?
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Badgley's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way if your drive
All right,
stalls
N.O.R.A,
out,
no more messing
you're able
around.
to get
Let's go to
something out
work.
of it. And they do so right there.
Do.
And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line.
Justin's still here.
Set to go. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now a 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Nice catch, dude.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That was one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright.
Yeah, that was horrible.
If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
St. Brown in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Jack Fox now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
I am Philadelphia, third, Adam. The losing team. Tell me to lock in, Adam. Tell me to lock in. Say N.O.R.A, lock in.
By running the option. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I think Red Dawn was on yesterday.
Hurts going to keep it again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Kind of random, but yeah.
Grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw.
Ooh, why'd you do that, N.O.R.A?
The release as this will be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert.
This 1st down.
3rd and 9. Hurts.
Catch it. Nice.
In the middle of the field, and he's
nice.
got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I see you, Camp Crystal Lake.
A few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment, That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says. Hurts going to run it himself. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Play action. It's gone. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down throw. Gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
To the air again. Goff. For Kidder here, it's complete. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he's across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes on that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard. Goff now looks to throw. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Goff on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Goff. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now it's Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Hello, Redneck. Good to see you.
Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
How you doing?
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he powers his way up past the 30. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree.
How was your stream?
Find open areas, find soft spots.
Good seeing you.
Set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle.
There we go, all the way. Nice. First down.
Down inside the 35. 86 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Oh, boy.
Once again, it's Swift.
It'll be a gain of 5.
I seen that earlier.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there.
Did I see that? What am I doing?
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Oh boy, what did I just do, N.O.R.A? Think. Okay, we're doing this. We're gonna do this, and we're going to do that right there. Catch it. Nice. Yep, I knew what I was doing.
They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the
Let me rolling. Hey Lemon, good to see you. How you doing?
And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because
up the middle.
You work on 4th down situations as well.
Yeah,
do it again.
Deflating for the defense, they can't get the stop here. This 2nd and 4. They will run straight ahead with
1st down, all the way home.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I am the Eagles.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this
Put the
first half
lime in
of
the
action.
coconut and shake it all up. There we go. All the way home. Do a little dance.
And the Eagles are back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass, Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. Now Goff on first down. There's Laporta with quite a catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they'll get him down as he's inside.
Looks very delicious, Amy.
18 more yards there and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Back-to-back good plays.
Heck yeah, food.
Now gone.
Coconut shrimp, and I made the Asian medley sauce. Yum, yum, yum.
And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said, let the downs trickle away.
Goff going to get this to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again is Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again, Goff. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Badgley able to knock this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Throwing is Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Why did you do that, N.O.R.A?
Right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Just, nope. I don't know, guys. That's a rip.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
Nice stop. Nice stop. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a really nice catch. Boom. Nicely done.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as
we win in that
always.
first
This
half.
one's
This
still
has certainly
anyone's
been an
game as we
entertaining one
welcome you back
to watch thus
for quarter
far.
number 3.
Let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
What do you mean? I'm doing it wrong.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Hurts on the option right. And he probably should have given
we can't do that anymore.
He's going to get hit.
All right. Come on.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
Would have been a nice catch. Would have been a nice catch.
Contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, gone. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
All right, 2 for 2. Let's go. Let's do this. Just for Lemon. That dance is for Lemon.
Such a small lead. You thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense.
No more messing around. Let's go.
Stand and hold that lead.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Nope.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
After the interception, here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown.
Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's Levi Onwuzurike fighting through and punishing the offense. A big tackle for loss. Right back to Swift again on second down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jack Campbell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Goff. He's got it to Williams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away
No,
from
I
there.
just suck sometimes.
Sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about
Welcome back, Joseph.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack.
But I'm still having fun, regardless.
In the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Back to throw. Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, this pass broken up.
Nice job. Nice job. Let's go, D.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Yeah, well, the Lions always do a good job in this game. I don't know why. It's alright. I don't care. I'm having fun.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will
But if you haven't already, hit that like button, share this out, and subscribe. Really appreciate you all for tuning in. I'm almost to 500. Really love to get to 500 here soon. If you haven't already, or join Witches East, that subscribe button, it's free. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family members that I'm live. We are here 6 nights a week at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, and 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Anywhere else, you just have to figure it out. But make sure you hit that bell for all notifications. I do go live every Saturday through Thursday. Sometimes I take some nights off due to other priorities. But hey, that's okay. You know, I'm always here.
First and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
If I would have gotten home a little bit earlier on Saturday, I would have streamed, but like I said, I had other priorities. Saturday was a busy day for me, and by the time I got home, I was like, I'm too tired. Gonna get up early tomorrow morning and do it all over again. Got another big day tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I've been having a nice 3-day weekend.
On the option left, it's Hurts. And he'll lose yardage here.
Started Friday playing Chapter 7, Season 2 of Fortnite. Gonna kick off Season 3 at Tuesday night.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield,
Did some real fanning on Saturday. That was fun.
But you got to do it in your own backfield. I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
He's going deep for Brown. Pass incomplete, but the
pass interference.
Backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing. Yep. Nice. Nice.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to
Hello,
administer the
gamer.
penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be
gamer.
throwing the flag.
Here's a handoff to Swift. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
1st down.
And he will have the 1st
nice.
Before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run
shake,
there,
shake, shake.
take this to about the 10-yard
Shake, shake,
line.
shake.
It's a good gain of
Shake
11,
you,
sets him
N.O.R.A.
up 1st and goal.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed.
Sorry, Jet.
Once he made the
I'm
decision
sorry.
to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They will run it with Swift here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Swift. And this time he is in. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal. Their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a two-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short, and they'll be unable to get this back within one score as it stays a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So here come the Lions now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Nakobe Dean, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Goff now looking to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Goff. Over the middle and take it in by Laporta. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
All right, Ken, you have a good night, sir. Thank you all for being here.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here.
Didn't mean to do that. Wrong command.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
That's my fault.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On 1st down, it's gone. That's into the hands of
Gotta get that ball back. Gotta get that ball back.
5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second and 5. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, they gave up a few there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They need 2. Here's third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Here's Goff. Oh, no, he lost the football.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal.
Goff now to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Badgley's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And able to get this out to the 25. And out now come the Eagles. Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
Smart answer there, Streamlabs.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
I know. Camp Crystal Lake. I know.
Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts going to keep it running right. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's to the right sideline.
And it falls in.
Should have been a nice catch.
So another incompletion there.
Gosh darn it.
Fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So
Seems as well. I mean,
quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive.
Oh, you. No.
It's an interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Going up the gut, Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but with the offense coordinator...
Hey there, Leslie. Good to see you.
They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage.
How you doing?
Do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this down to the 23.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself.
Good morning
you just can't
to
sell
you.
out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down.
Yeah,
right
I'm good.
Yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Just wish I could do better in this game.
And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
I wish I was.
And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
I wish I was.
Yeah, this was a
Unfortunately,
tight game until not too long ago.
Unfortunately, I just.
But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by
it's
Baxley,
okay.
Up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25.
I know, Chad. I suck tonight. I suck. I'm sorry. But oh well. I'm having fun.
Get going on offense again. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think
turnovers.
That's going to be something they're going to discuss.
Too many turnovers tonight.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Very true. Very true. Thanks for reminding me.
Here's Hurts to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its
Well,
faces.
you're a
And I know it
moderator
sounds
too,
crazy,
there,
but they
Leslie.
practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, Montgomery. And still about 3 yards.
He was here earlier.
First as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Lions on third down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Thank you, Adam.
And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the
I could use a drink right about now.
He's going deep for Brown.
There we go. There we go. All the way home. Let's go. High cross buns.
A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Can we do that again, please?
The offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Just for you guys.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
There we go. Thank you.
Picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Thank you.
Swift going to try up the middle.
First down. Let's go.
As he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now Hurts on the option right, and they'll lose.
Don't be staying around.
They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line.
This is a zombie apocalypse. You gotta run. Run the ball.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here.
Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Gainwell.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception.
No.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
All right.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Did anybody catch that?
And this is an
They're like 6, 7, 8, 9.
There's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital
Yes, Adam, I know.
here.
I know.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
2-minute warning coming up.
From the gun, here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. And he is going to have a
I should just field goaled it.
They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Oh well. It is what it is, chat.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running plan 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Goff on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
Just because.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout.
I don't care.
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers
All right,
attitude,
Jet.
just
This is
us
it.
against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.
Alright, chat, thank you all for being here tonight. I really hope you enjoyed the stream. I apologize for the outcome of the game, but we will do this again tomorrow night. We will prevail. Hopefully things will be better, but if not, it's okay. But you guys have a good night. Thank you all for being here. Mo Chronic is live, so if one of my moderators can put his link in the chat for me, and we'll do a hashtag N.O.R.A raid. But you guys have a good night. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll do this again tomorrow night. But for now, have a good night. Much love. I'll see y'all tomorrow.